Hey, what's up guys, Avenged here, and welcome back to my Bloodborne Let's Play. So in the last episode we went through the first half of Cainhurst Castle, basically most of Cainhurst Castle. Once you open up this ladder, you get to be able to fight the boss. So in the last episode, and probably this episode, you're not going to be hearing any game audio, if you've noticed from the last episode, because this is again another overdubbing. It's not the live commentary because my mic wasn't working for some weird reason. So and just the video editing software that I have currently while recording this video, I can't seem to adjust the audio in the video editing software. It's a free one, so you know there's cutbacks, but I'm going to be getting an actual paid one pretty soon, hopefully. So over here there's a wandering nightmare. You're going to want to kill it. It's the only one up here. So you notice that this episode's a lot, like a good 5-10 minutes shorter than the rest. It was gonna be longer because I die several times to Logarius, who is the boss in this area. But since I'm doing an overdub commentary, I might as well not show you the death montage because, well, you don't got my reactions, and just seeing me die a bunch while I talk over it just doesn't really make sense. So basically, all you gotta do up in this one level is kill the wandering nightmare, open up the chests, then you're gonna see gargoyle there with red eyes. No idea why he has red eyes. He might have more health. I'm not exactly sure. But two more of the gargoyle guys are going to come down once you come over to this body over here, which is the knight's wig, which is the final piece to the Cainhurst armor, or Cainhurst, that knight's set that you saw from the previous episode. So after you killed these gargoyles, easiest way to, or not the easiest way, but the way to get to the boss room is you hop off this ledge here. If you want to go back, I look over there, you can hop back on the stairs. But you want to come on this ledge, jump off, and then you want to be careful here because you could easily fall off. But you want to walk off, land on this little ledge, circle around, and jump off the ledge. Yep. So as you come up, you're going to get an item right here. It's a king cold blood, more blood echoes, you could always use those. So you come up the ladder, and as you come up the ladder, you're going to notice ahead of you, there's going to be bold hunter's marks, which is basically a hint that if you want to level up, you're going to need those now, because there's no other way back. You need a bold hunter's mark or to die to the boss. So that's the boss arena up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the hunter's dream, end up leveling up, and we're going to cut back to the boss. So we cut to the boss, and I activate the cutscene here. And so there's not a lot going on. You can see the cutscene here. It's just Logarius getting up, grabbing his sword and his scythe. And then it's going to cut to me with fire on my sword. So like I said, I activate the boss fight so you can see the cutscene. And then I cut to the one where I actually end up killing him. Yeah, he gave me more trouble than I expected, actually. Or if it's weird that I'm talking lower, it's fucking 1:45 in the morning. I live in an apartment block. My wife is sleeping. I don't want to be too loud. So yeah, we got Logarius getting up. He gave me more trouble than I thought he was going to give me. I didn't expect to die to him several times. See, in this first phase of his fight, he likes to send out these red magic skulls that explode. And I just kept getting caught by them, using all my blood vials. I kept getting too greedy because he was making me anxious. So you're going to see here, he's going to send out some skulls at me. And then he basically just, yeah, those go up. You're not going to want to be close to him because once see, that took half my health in like one go. He's going to keep doing that, try and use those towers to get away from them. And then now, just try and punish whenever you can in this fight, because yeah, see that one there I got hit by again. You're gonna want to dodge to the left because apparently when it blows up, it only goes it's a forward blast. So like I'm still struggling. This is the one where I actually beat him, but I'm still struggling with him. He's odd. I don't know, to a lot of people apparently he's not that hard of a boss, but I struggle with him. Everybody has their bosses that they struggle with. I basically killed every boss on the first try up until this, I think. The only other one was the Crow of Cainhurst that I fought in the chapel, but whatever. So you see here, yeah, you're going to want to dodge as much as you can, trying to like bait out his attacks. And when he gets to about a third of his health, he's going to do he's going to put his scythe down onto the ground. You're going to want to get behind him and do a charge up attack. Get a visceral done right here. So I charge, hit him, you get a visceral done. Yep, free visceral attack there. So now if you try to parry his moves while he's doing this, your bullets get deflected. So he's gonna, and this, he jumps up. He tends to sometimes jump up, and okay, when he slams his sword down here, you're gonna want to like take that sword out, or else like magic, like little swords are gonna come up and attack you. And so you see here, I'm having a hard time. He has really quick like little slashes and stuff with his sword. They're really hard to time the dodges for me anyway. And be careful, because when he jumps up, you can actually lose him. And there he goes with the sword again, so you want to go up and hit it. Yeah, and then he gets the sword back in his left hand. Scythe, dodge as much as you can. He caught me anyway, which is... Oh. Yeah, you got me struggling here with the boss. Trying to play it safe, but also trying to be as aggressive as I can so I don't like lose to him again. I tried playing too passive in the last runs and got punished for it, because you can't really play passive in a Bloodborne, and in Bloodborne at all. It's supposed to be like fast paced and go and get it. And here I was getting a bit anxious. I was like, he's almost dead, I can't screw this up now. So I just kept like hitting him every chance I got. And here he is trying to come after me, like I'm trying to heal, make sure I got all my health together. And there we go, Martyr Logarius is gone. That was my 5th attempt trying to beat him, actually, so I think by the end of this, from the start to the end of the episode, I had just like a few seconds shy of a 40-minute episode, and so you see exactly how much I cut off out of loading screens and just fighting the boss in general. So you want to come over here and grab the Crown of Illusions on the ground, then you want to put it on, and then go over to where he was sitting. And it's going to activate a cutscene. Normally I would stop talking here, let you watch the cutscene, but there's no audio, so it would just be an awkward silence. So what ended up happening was the Crown of Illusions is actually hiding where the Queen of the Vilebloods is. And so what Martyr Logarius was doing here is that he realized that he couldn't kill the Queen of the Vilebloods because she's immortal. And so what he decided to do was hide the entrance to her so she can't make any more Vilebloods. And he himself was going to stand guard to make sure nobody got past him. Unfortunately, we're just too good, and we got past him on the 5th try. So, yeah, so there's the Queen's throne room. So you just run up. There's yet another lamp in here. So what we're gonna do at the end, for the rest of this episode, if you're wondering, because we have like 6 minutes left. So what we do is we're gonna finish Alfred's questline. If you remember him, he's like the dude that we ran into just before we went into the hidden entrance to Old Yarnum. Yeah, here I let her talk, but you know you can't hear her, so read the subtitles if you want. So you want to come over here and kneel to her, and then she's just going to basically welcome you into the Vilebloods. You drink her blood and everything. So I'll just say it ahead of time since I'm thinking of it. Once you're in this room and you activate the lantern, if you're going to look to a table to my right, I'm going to end up grabbing it because you need to grab it to continue Alfred's questline. You want to grab the unopened Cainhurst summons and then go back to Alfred, who is actually going to be waiting in the same spot you saw him last when you were going to the door to the Forbidden Forest. So you want to swear the Oath of Vilebloods. And so basically what you're doing is you're grabbing the unopened Cainhurst summons to give to Alfred so he can come finish the job of Martyr Logarius. He wants to come and kill the Queen of the Vilebloods himself. He was mainly the most... it's kind of surprising if you actually like Alfred, because he was one of the most well-kept characters. Someone that stayed to himself, you know, kept not so... he wasn't so crazy at all, actually. So seeing what he ends up becoming, you can't hear the audio actually, which is a shame, but you hear his craziness in his voice when he gets to this next area and he comes back here. So you swear the oath of the Vilebloods, and then thou too art a Vileblood, the only two left in the world, I believe she says. Yeah. Okay, so now you get the corruption room and the Canehurst badge. The Canehurst badge allows you to, I don't know if it lets you buy any weapons, but I know for a fact that it lets you buy the Canehurst armor, which is a decent set of armor. It looks a bit weird. If you see the helmet that the Canehurst Crow is using when I was fighting him in the chapel, that's that helmet, but there's an armor set that goes with it. So over here is the unopened summons, and here I cut to where we meet Alfred. Just a huge little cut here. First I'm going to put on my beak mask, and then, yep. There we go. Here's Alfred. So then, when I was here, I showed you, like, where he was. So, when you go to the chapel, you run past that brain sucker that everybody wants to not go anywhere near. And then the door to Bergenworth right there. You go here, talk to him. Sorry if this is, not as entertaining, even though I'm not actually sure how entertaining I am, first Let's Play back and everything, but just this overdubbing is a bit awkward, especially since you're not going to be hearing any game audio and it's just going to be me. And recording this at 2 o'clock in the morning isn't the best thing, but I got to get it done, have the video ready. So yeah, he says he'll depart immediately, but first a token of his gratitude, and he's going to give you the Wheel Hunter badge. And it lets you it lets you buy the helmet that you're going to be seeing him wear when we go back to the Queen's Chamber, because that's where you're going to go. As soon as you talk to him, you want to go back to the Queen of the Vilebloods chamber, and then here he is with his little pyramid head helmet on, and just blood everywhere. She's all mashed up on a seat. She's nothing but flesh now. There, you filthy monstrosity, what good's your immortality now? Try stirring up trouble in this sorry state. And in this part, he's like going kind of crazy. He sounds all demented and everything. Look at him all covered in flesh and blood and everything. All mangled and twisted with every inside on the outside for the world to see. Hee ha. Hee he he ha ha ha. And then look at his that wheel that he has there. That's the weapon that you could use. Like, it's all covered in flesh and all gross. It's actually a pretty interesting weapon. I used it for a playthrough on New Game Plus, and I liked it. It's a strength-based weapon. Ooh. And then, look at this thing. It's all good thanks to you. Well, isn't it wonderful? Now Master can be canonized as a true martyr. Ha 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 ha. I've done it, I have. So, sad thing is we're gonna totally reverse what he did. So I just want to see if we had anything else to say. But what you want to do is you want to go to the Queen's throne. You want to grab the queenly flesh, and then we're gonna cut to where we meet Alfred next to finish off his questline. And we cut to where we first met Alfred, over by the hidden entrance to Old Yarnum. And there he is, lying there, having sacrificed himself or committed suicide for Logarius since he felt his job was done. So, from what the stories that I've shown you with the two sisters and the Crow of Canehurst, and later on, you'll see nobody really has a happy ending in this game. So, and this, I believe, is going to be the end of the episode. We have 10 seconds left, so thank you very much for watching. Sorry if it was a bit weird and awkward, but I hope you guys enjoy the next episode. There will be live commentary, so yeah.